Hi everyone, welcome to another webinar. Today we're going to be featuring Cora Cora and Baglioni, our all-inclusive Maldivian resorts. I'm going to let Cora Cora take it away, and if you have any questions throughout the presentation at all, click on the Q&A box and type those in and we'll answer those at the very end. But Nadine, you can take it away.
Thank you, and hi everyone. Let me just start my screen. Welcome to the presentation. I'm just going to show you a quick video to get you some insight, that first impression of Cora Cora itself, and then I will talk a little bit more about the island where we're going to be. There we go. So as you can see, it's quite colorful. We're very different resort. We're trying to be colorful. We're trying to do things differently and go different ways because there's so many resorts in Maldives as well. So we're trying to stand out with also the tower, which you just saw, which I'm going to explain to you later as well, what you can do there. And our main focus is on our F&B offerings, which I will spend quite a bit of time of my time to explain everything to you. So yes, this is just a little bit an insight. Cora Cora Maldives is a 5-star premium all-inclusive resort. We don't do any other meal plans. And we are located in Ra Atoll, which is north of the Maldives, around 45 minutes by seaplane from the international airport. We do have 4 restaurants and 2 bars, and they're all included. There is no limitation or any restriction, which I will explain later as well. Now, quickly for the rooms, we have 100 rooms on the island and over water. There's 45 on the beach and 55 over water. We have different room categories like the beach villa or the lagoon villas. And you have the same also then with a pool option available, as well as we cater for families. We do have the 2 bedrooms which are interconnecting. So that's good for families with maybe smaller children. They're a bit closer together. We also have 2 units of 2-bedroom beach pool suite, which has 2 separate entities, which means that maybe with a little bit older children, like teenagers or 2 couple friends traveling together, you still kind of are together, but have your privacy during the night as well. We do have 1 room of water, our 2-bedroom lagoon pool villa with slide, which is the only one with a slide. That is the one and only. We always call it at the very end of the jetty with an unobstructed view over the sunset, which is quite nice. Now going into the F&B offerings, as I mentioned, we do have 4 restaurants and they're all included and there's no limitation or restriction. We cater mostly a la carte, and this also means that you're not restricted in ordering how much you want. So it's not only 1 starter, 1 main and 1 dessert, but as much as the guests want to eat, they can order. Now, Taza is our main restaurant, which we serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is in a buffet style, but there's also an option for an a la carte menu, which our team is happily distributing. There you will find an avocado toast or maybe some smoothies and fresh pressed juices. Lunch is always a la carte, and dinner we have twice a week a buffet. One is on Thursdays, which is our spice route night, which we are combining the Middle Eastern spices with the curry flavors of India and Sri Lanka and Maldives. And then as well, on Sunday, we have our Fisherman's Catch Buffet, which is the one which most of our guests also know about it. Fresh seafood, fresh fish and lobster, which we have on the buffet. So guests staying on a Sunday night can eat all you can eat, basically lobster included, without having to pay extra. Next to Taza is Teian, which is our Japanese restaurant, where you get a lot of the sushi and kushiyaki skewers, as well as ramen noodles. In Teian is also our teppanyaki table. The teppanyaki is at extra charge, but Teian itself Everything is included, and again, guests can go as many times as they want during their stay and order as much as they want. Acquapazza is our Italian restaurant, which is the beach club, we call it, as it's near the poolside. So it's always a bit more busy, a more louder vibe going on with the pool and the children running around. We have a pizza oven, which is imported from Rome. And we also had a pizza chef from Italy, which trained our staff to do the pizzas and pastas. Last but not least, we do have Ginger Moon. Ginger Moon is our Asian restaurant, which is only open in the evenings and serves all kinds of different flavors from Asia. And the very special thing about this restaurant is that it's an all-female team. So not only the waitress, but also in the kitchen, all chefs are female. And I personally believe that you can taste that when you eat the food because it just hits different. Then my favorite part of the island is my coffee. My coffee is basically the hub of the island. People sit there and watch the day go by and see the seaplanes arriving and departing. My coffee is open from 6 in the morning until midnight. We have freshly roasted coffee every day, and it's not only the black coffee and the milk coffee, but it's also the cappuccino, the latte macchiato, or an affogato, which is included. We have 12 different homemade ice creams available. They have smoothies, milkshakes. They also have little snacks for in between if guests don't want to go for a big lunch. They can also just take a sandwich or a wrap from my coffee and chill out on the beach. In Cora Cora, we don't do in villa dining. We do a concept called grab and go. This means from all our restaurants, we have an extra menu where there is options which are easy to take away. So the guests can just order them, and once it's ready, they can go and pick it up and take it wherever they want to eat. They can go and eat on the beach, or they can also go back to the room if they want. The good thing is with the grab and go, it's included in the premium all-inclusive. So the guests don't pay anything extra. In the end, they can go and take the food and, go back to the room and eat it there as well. The only difference between the in-villa dining is that they have to pick up the food by themselves. The good thing is they don't pay anything more. Of course, there is also other activities available, not only food and drinks. We have our Moksha Spa and Wellbeing Center, which has 7 treatment rooms. If guests are staying 8 nights or more, they're getting one time 45-minute spa included, as well as there is a lot of different activities like yoga and sound healing, which they are doing, as well as the gym, which is 24/7 open and can be used by any of our guests. For our little ones, we have the Cora Kids Club. Cora Kids Club is open for children from 3 to 12 years. If they're younger than 3, they're more than welcome to also join. Then either one of the parents would have to stay or they book the babysitter service. They're usually very busy during the day doing arts and crafts, go for scavenger hunts, or for buggy rides. And once they find out that they can get unlimited ice cream because it's included, they run between the kids club and my coffee all day long to get ice cream and are very happy. And so are the parents because the children are happy. Water sports and dive center. We do have a house reef. We are a natural island, which means we do have a house reef which the guests can directly access from the beach. They don't have to take a boat. And also the snorkeling equipment is included. So they pick it up at the dive school and just head directly from the beach to have a snorkel around the house reef. Of course, there's also other options available. All the different diving courses can be done. We do have different excursions to other reefs for snorkeling, or also the turtle quest or a manta quest, as well as all water sports activities are available. Whatever has no motor is included, which is the stand-up paddle, windsurfing, catamaran, kayak, and as I mentioned, the snorkeling equipment. As well, if guests stay 4 nights or more, they would have the sunset cruise complimentary included as well once per stay. Here are some little insights into what else can be done if the guests would like to spend a bit of money and have a memorable or a more special experience. As I mentioned earlier, the tower is our stargazing tower where the guests can book a stargazing dinner, where hopefully they have a very clear sky and can have a look at the stars through the telescope with a very nice candlelight dinner on top of the tower. We also, of course, do the floating breakfast or a beach cabana. We do have our movie nights twice a week included, which is on a shared basis. If the guests want to do it on a private basis, this can also be organized at extra charge. And of course, we also have entertainment. We have an in-house DJ and an in-house duo, which are playing during the afternoons and evenings at the bar. One thing which is very, very different on our island is the Dutch Onion Museum. We do have a licensed museum, which is the second one outside the National Museum in Male, where the guests can just go and see everything presented there and written down if they're interested to know more about what the traditions are in Maldives or what the history is of Maldives. And if they want to get more information, there is also a heritage conservationist on the island, which is more than happy to make a tour with them and explain everything in more detail to the guests. Cora Cora Maldives has an application which is available to download in the App Store or in the Google Store as well, and it's free of charge. The good thing is, if your guests have a booking confirmed from our side, they can directly already log in now and start pre-booking their restaurant dinners or the excursions if they want to. We have at the moment until around April everything loaded. By the end of the year, we have the whole 2026 loaded. So literally everyone who has a booking until April can already start pre-booking now. We recommend that dinners are pre-booked because they usually go quite fast, especially the early slots. So if you have guests which tend to eat early or have specific time they want to eat, we really recommend to do the pre-bookings on the application for that. The good thing on the app is also that any guest which does not have a booking still can download it and have access to it. So if you have guests which are unsure if they want to come to Cora Cora, tell them to download the app, sit with a glass of wine at home on the sofa and just scroll through the application. Everything is there, all the menus, all the spa or also the excursion lists and prices, what's happening during the day. So everything can be accessed without having to log in. So that maybe helps them to also understand the island a little bit more and, you know, make a decision if they want to come and stay with us. Yeah, that's already it from my side. I don't want to take more of your time, and any questions, put it in the box and then at the end we will answer them.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. My name is Christina. I'm now going to share the screen. Here it is. So yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Christina. I'm the Regional Director of Sales for the UK market for the Baglioni Hotels and Resorts collection. Here today, I will introduce our lovely resorts in the Maldives. So Baglioni is a luxury hotels and resorts made that were born in Italy. So originally it was an Italian family behind this brand, but it's still very popular, especially in Italy and also in the Maldives. So we were born in 2019 here in the Maldives, in this beautiful island, as a leading hotel of the world. This resort was very popular as a bed and breakfast luxury resort. Then we changed into a all-inclusive luxury resorts. So at the moment, we just offer a all-inclusive formula in this beautiful island. So as you can see here, you can see our first unique selling point, which is our house reef. reef that you can see all around the island. So the island itself is a very small island. We are located in the south of Male, in the Dalau Atoll. Is a place where you really dream about, because there is nothing around. There are not boats, no buildings. It is really in the middle of nowhere. So it's a 40 minutes flight by seaplane, and then you get to these beautiful resorts. We have 85 villas divided between beach villas and water villas as well. As I was mentioning, the selling point is the location and the fact that we have our house reef. You can see beautiful fishes, sharks, corals. Everything is natural. It's a complete natural island with lush vegetation and also very soft sand around. You can see here the location, as I was mentioning, is 40 minutes by seaplane from Male International Airport. So the resort is made by half of beach villas, the rest of water villas. As you can see, all of our villas are facing the ocean. So you cannot see any villa inside of the island. So every single bed is facing the ocean. It's very important for our clientele. The style is very Italian. It's very our owner loved the design, so you can see a lot of design, architecture, and furniture inside. There is a lot of wood, a lot of nice beds, and also furniture. The color are very bright and light, and they're very spacious. If you're talking about the entry level, we're talking about the beach villas. We have 21 units of them, and we can host up to 4 people, 2 adults and 2 children. The beach villa is one of the most popular because, of course, it's a really good quality and rate comparison. You can have also an extra bed, a sofa bed included, and an extra bed for the extra child. Here we go to the second very important selling point of our resort, which is the offer that we have for kids and teens. So kids and teens stay free and eat for free until the age of 18 years old, which is a really good age comparing to the rest of the resorts in the Maldives. The second very important selling point to mention is the offer that we have about the in-villa dining. So the room service, the in-villa dining is included in the rate. So once we go to the offer and to the pro forma, the in-villa dining will be included in the rate. So the second type of villa is the Sunset Beach Villa with pool. As you can see here, you have a beautiful pool outside of your villa. You also have an open air bathroom, very important to enjoy the nature of the island. And then we go up to different kind of suites. Very popular also are the suite, the beach villa and beach suite with pool. And then very popular is another kind of suite and villa, which is the deluxe beach suite with pool. As you can see, is also has a very nice living room. Then we go to a very important villa, which is the 2-bedroom family beach villa with pool. This is very well appreciated by our family guests. We have 5 units of this. Very important to mention that you have 2 different and separate villas that are connected inside and also with a pool outside as well. So here you can see some pictures of the independency, also of the private that you can find in this kind of villas. We go also to the water villas to mention that we have different kind of water villas. We have the sunset water villas, the water villa with pool. As I was mentioning, the island is very small. You can walk around in 20 minutes maximum. And the water villas also are very beautiful inside of the ocean, in the middle of the ocean. The lagoon is very safe. So you can definitely choose one side or the other side, but everything will be really beautiful around. The maximum occupancy in the water villas is 2 adults and 1 child up to 18 years old. So one, I would say, teenager. It's very important to mention the Grand Baglioni Maldives. It's very, very popular. This is a top suite that we have. It's really beautiful with 3 bedrooms, very large. We can host different kind of families, friends. It's up to 6 guests, and you have definitely a lot of benefits and amenities, including the butler service. We are talking about 360 meters only indoor. And then we have the outdoor, of course, capacity. This Grand Baglioni Maldives Villa close our our bedrooms, we go now very quickly to our F&B, what we offer. So as I was mentioning, we changed our offer from bed and breakfast to all-inclusive. We called ourselves premium all-inclusive, luxury inclusive. What does it mean? Our guests, once they get to the island, they will be welcomed by our concierge, and they will have a dedicated concierge throughout the whole stay. So they will go to the room. They will have welcome bubbles at arrival. They will have the mini bar with refreshed drinks and food every day. Also, alcoholic drinks will be refreshed every day, and also they will access to all our restaurants on the island. We have 5 restaurants. All of them, except one, are a la carte, which means that we haven't changed the formula of the bed and breakfast. You can pick any kind of food and items from the a la carte menu, but is already included in the formula. So we start with the taste, our international restaurant. You can find here any kind of food from gluten-free, European food, Asian food. This is our restaurant that is open from the breakfast to the dinner. So for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is the only one buffet that we have on the island. Then we go to the second restaurant, which is called Yama, is our signature Japanese restaurant. Very great a la carte menu with drinks as well. And the location is amazing because it's on the water. So you will see beautiful sunset here. Then, of course, we offer also a teppanyaki experience. And another restaurant is La Limonaia, which is our Italian restaurant, fine dining meals, Italian chef, of course. Being an Italian resort, we love to really take a lot of importance of the freshness of our food. You can see here a very beautiful a la carte menu as well inside of this beautiful restaurant. Drinks, a lot of wines, a lot of etiquettes of wines that we can also share with you and your guests before. And then we go to another restaurant, which is a new opening from last year. This is Fuego. It's our a la carte on the beach restaurant where we can offer grilled food with a taste of Asian and Middle Eastern grill meat and fish as well. And then we go to our Mirto Pool Bar. Here you can experience different kind of snacks and fresh foods, mainly Italian, but not only. We also have the spritz, Aperol spritz. You know, we do aperitivo, Italian style at this bar. And to end with our pizza boat. Pizza boat is a great experience that we introduced with a real oven. It's very well appreciated by families, kids, but also by couple. This is open from 4 p.m. to dinner time. So this is like a pre-dinner, like an aperitivo that you can also combine with our spritz and aperitivo on the pool or on the bar. All of the restaurants I mentioned are a la carte, and also I remind you what I said before, we also have in-villa dining, which is included and could be considered as an extra restaurant because it's very important for our guests that often are repeaters. They stay like 1 or 2 weeks. They would love to experience the villa, and they can also have this included in the formula. Talking about our experiences, as I was mentioning, this is a completely natural island with the house reef. So we do have our dive center included in our resorts. A lot of staff, very helpful with your guests to help them to understand what is the best tour, excursion, or sports they can do on the island. We provide several complementary items, like, for example, the snorkeling equipment is included in the offer, and many activities. So all the sports that are not motorized are also included in the formula. And then, of course, we provide different kind of experiences, like, for example, the floating breakfast, the private dinner. We also have the cinema under the stars. For example, with you guys, we are booking with the Grand Baglioni Maldives Villa, and the clients also book the private cinema under the stars. We also have the tennis court inside of the resort. We suggest to book this in advance, but it's open to everyone. And very important to mention our kids club from the age of 3. We have different staff that speak different languages, the island, and they are, of course, kids are welcome. We also offer babysitting service, but this is upon payment for kids that are under 3 years old. We welcome, of course, wedding honeymooners, and we end with our beautiful spa. We have a spa with 7 cabins for treatments and a yoga pavilion with our yoga master, which is keen to give a lot of lessons for free. And in the morning, in the evening, you also can book your private lesson. But it's very great to be here in this beautiful paradise. We also offer a gym, in case of rainy days. In the gym, we also offer different kind of classes. Some of them are complementary. So this is, in a nutshell, our resorts. It's very important for me to mention that it was born as an Italian resort, but as for now, we have different kind of nationalities. Also the staff, they are not Italian, for some of them, especially the chef, but we are like a mixture of staff on the island, a lot of local people, European. I would say the clientele is probably mostly European, because of the style of this familiar ambient. We welcome both family and couples, any kind of course, clientele are welcome. And yes, this is in a nutshell what we offer. For any questions, I'm available here. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you both for presenting. Both resorts look incredible, and I'm hungry now. It looks like we have one question. What inclusion in the all-inclusive package are guests most impressed by? So, Nadine, if you want to go first, and then we can do Christina.
I think it's the overall inclusions they get, because they have so much choice, and there's no limitation, so they don't have to choose which ones they want to do, but they can do all the things several times. And they especially like also that we have, I think it's around 50 different wines which are included, which are not, from all over the world. It's quality wines. The most, probably, if I have to pick one, the most mentioned one is to grab and go, because they really like to go and, get a pizza or some sushi and go and eat wherever they want, or for the children to take something away earlier because the parents want to eat later. They really appreciate this freedom of having, the choices.
Yeah. I completely agree. The fact that all inclusive it's very popular because it's mainly for families, I would say. As you know, I used to work for another brand which was B&B, and I can see even wealthier family be a bit stressful when the kids want to eat, like in the afternoon, having some breaks, and you need to pay all the time for a burger or for something. So especially if you spend a lot of time, like 1 or 2 weeks, you have the possibility to try everything all the time you want. Is a really winning formula for the resorts, especially in the Indian Ocean, the Maldives. So everything that you can pick, it's already included. One of the best selling point for us is the fact that we have also included, as I was mentioned, the in-villa dining menu, but all of the restaurants which are a la carte also, they are very popular in our all-inclusive. But yes, the F&B would be the main successful thing included.
Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, well, we'll send a follow-up email with the presentation and all relevant hotel fact sheets and images. So look out for that, and then join us for our next webinar Wednesday. But yeah, have a good day.
Thank you so much. Thank you.